The race for Colorado State office is heating up. Next November, voters will elect a new governor, secretary of state, attorney general, and state treasurer. Denver7 is committed to helping you make an informed decision by highlighting where each candidate stands.
State Senator Jeff Bridges announced his campaign for state treasurer last month. I recently sat down with him to learn more about his vision if elected. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks so much for having me.
You've been in the state Senate since 2019, in the House before that, a lot of experience. Talk to us about what that experience is going to bring if you become state treasurer.
You know, I think being state treasurer, you are just so much better off if you have that experience in the legislature. A lot of what you do deals directly with the legislature. But then also, I've been chair of the budget committee for the last year. I've been on the budget committee now for 3 years. And, you know, that is essentially the treasurer kind of sits in between the budget committee and the legislature. You collect the tax dollars that come in, and as they come in, you hold them for a while, and then when the budget committee decides how to invest them, you send those dollars out. And that's actually where the opportunity is for the state treasurer. I'm really excited about this role because while those dollars are sort of in the treasury, right now they're invested in Caterpillar, in Chevron, and instead of parking those dollars on Wall Street, we can put those dollars to work right here in Colorado.
You mentioned you're chair of the budget committee.
Yeah.
Budget was passed. We had $1 billion shortfall that needed to be fixed. Talk to us about your role in coming up with a budget and the cuts that needed to be made.
We had to cut $1.2 billion largely because of that Tabor restriction inside the budget. And so we have plenty of revenue. We just have, we don't have the mechanisms to invest it in education and Medicaid and things like that. But we managed to make those cuts without having to reduce our investment in K-12 public education, without having to drastically cut Medicaid. We found other places that we could cut, some easy, some really hard, but we managed to get the job done.
A lot of folks right now very concerned about the economy, concerned about the possibility of a recession. If you are elected as state treasurer and we get into that economic situation, how do you plan to protect Colorado state taxpayer dollars and our $90 billion in state assets that we have?
It's a great question because, you know, in that Tabor refund situation, we actually can't use any of the interest that's generated from the investments we make. So that investment in Chevron and Caterpillar, if the market goes up, all of that increase goes right out the door as Tabor refunds. So instead, we can make housing more affordable. We can put those dollars to work right here and invest in middle income housing. We can invest in making sure that all of our communities around the state have what they need to attract good paying jobs. So I think making that treasurer's office into a role that can really advance affordability here in Colorado, that is sort of the missing opportunity here and what I'm really excited about for this role.
Thank you so much for talking to us and good luck on your campaign.
Right now, Democrats hold all of Colorado's statewide offices, but historically, the state treasurer has flipped back and forth between parties. Bridges is the fourth Democrat to announce a run for treasurer in 2026. He joined State Representative Brianna Titone, Jefferson County Treasurer Jerry DiTullio, and management consultant John Mikos. Denver7 has sat down with Titone and DiTullio along with other candidates for governor and attorney general. Scan the QR code on your screen to find those interviews or go to denver7.com/politics.